Well, good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome back. This is my morning musings, and my name is Don K. Preston. I am the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma. I appreciate you being with me, and I'm sharing some thoughts on Satan and the victory of Christ. As I have noted, one of the chief objections to covenant eschatology is, well, if the Lord came in AD 70, then surely Satan was defeated. But look around. There's evil in the world. Now, I would like to take note of something very, very quickly. No matter what your view of this is, according to Paul in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, he has, and in the Greek it's a past tense, he has put all things under his feet. The only thing that was left was death and Satan, i.e., he who had the power of death, that is the devil, Hebrews chapter 2. But here's my point. Paul says everything except the last enemy had already been defeated, had already been subjected to Christ. And the Greek word is hupatazo, from hupatazo, and it means subjected. It means defeated. Well, Paul, just look around. The Romans are still in authority. The Jews were still persecuting the church. Evil was still rampant. How in the world could you say he has put all things under his feet? Here's the reason. Because for Paul, the victory was not in the realm of the seen, i.e. the visible. Paul said, we do not look at the things that are seen, but at things that are unseen. Matter of fact, he even chided the Corinthians, 2 Corinthians chapter 10, as some translations say, you put too much trust in what you see. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 16. While the verse is loaded with significance, covenantal significance, nonetheless, it has direct bearing on what we are saying right here. Paul says, even though we have known Christ after the flesh, henceforth we do not know him after the flesh. Now, after the flesh there certainly is inclusive of Christ in his incarnation, having to do with his life in the Old Covenant world. But that had to do with his incarnation, his physical body, if you please. And Paul says, we don't know him like that anymore. Jesus himself said, the kingdom does not come with observation. Now, since the arrival of the kingdom and the defeat of Satan are one-to-one parallels, one-to-one equals, since they are synchronous events, and since Jesus said the coming of the kingdom is an unseen, and the kingdom is an unseen reality, then we are forced, it seems to me, my AT&T position at this time, we are forced to conclude that when Paul says he has put all things under his feet, that was not going to be something that you could point to and say, the end of the world ended because the earth is no longer standing. Satan was defeated because we saw him with a physical eye cast into the lake of fire and brimstone. It would take faith to understand. Now, would that mean that demon possession was no longer there? In that sense, yes. But we must come to understand and see with the eye of faith the victory of Satan, or the victory of Christ over Satan, as primarily a spiritual, unseen event, manifested in external ways, symbolized in physical ways, but still we cannot deny Jesus' statement. The kingdom of God does not come with observation. Now, all of that said, in my next session, next section, we'll be discussing what is the identity of that which is perfect. Because by virtually all consensus, Paul said prophecy, the charismata, demon possession, would end at the arrival of that which is perfect. Hey, thanks for joining me for this morning's Morning Musings. I just thought it necessary to get those thoughts in front of us about the nature of the victory of Christ over Satan. Again, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to get my 2 books, 70 Weeks Are Determined for the Resurrection, Seal Up Vision, Prophecy. Both of them deal extensively with what I'm sharing with you now. Go to my website, www.eschatology.org or www.bibleprophecy.com. Order the books. It will charge you shipping. Make a note, send me a note that you saw the offer on YouTube, and I'll refund the shipping. Hey, we'll see you on the flip side. You have a great day.